motherfucking.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me well, Alex?
Hello, hello. What's up, Alehias? Sí, te escucho. ¿Cómo estás?
Very well, very well. Well, okay. I'm opening extra rewards on the YouTube. I think the live is working. I don't know. I nested the link there. So whatever who wants to see what is the process of opening the extra rewards, I'm opening extra rewards, so then also can see my face there. And so I throw in also a few mics for everyone who is already mapping and doing and enjoying all this process, so they can came here to speak and enjoy today day. Because today day I was at work and I was having a very good conversation with one of my co-workers. He knows what I'm doing, kind of. But I don't know, randomly, I have dyslexia, so actually I misunderstood what he was saying. And I understood that he was saying like I'm playing in a planet mode, like like what we are doing actually is doing that. Actually, we are outside taking pictures in the planet. Like you are playing a video game. We are not sitting in the office or whatever else. So it's like playing a planet mode. So is a good inspiration for sharing. Actually, one of the most beautiful experiences that anyone could have during the mapping, because I was having one very beautiful last lately here on the Botanic Garden. To be honest, was a very beautiful day. That so well, I'm sending a few people mics. I don't know if they can join or not. Mm. Alex, how is your experience mapping? I think that you did a few maps only, right? How many maps you did already?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool, cool. I've done, I think, 3 maps, and I'm going out today to do more mapping.
Nice.
Going to the city in Boston.
All right, because you bought the gimbal also, man. You went went all maps no break, bro. Huh?
I told you if I was gonna do it, I need to do it right.
Yeah, you bought the gimbal straight away.
Yeah. I mean, everything is. I like it. I want to see if I can get to Mark's level though, because I like his maps. He's doing a great job.
Oh, bro, Mark's maps are like very good, bro. He started to do the few steps, the first baby steps, like, and making these maps with the a little blur, and didn't got a few of them like approved. So I went straight away behind, chat with him and talk to him like, bro, if you do this and this and this with the video edition, you get your problem sorted. You will get your maps super crispy. All of them will be very good. And then I told him a few little secrets, because there are a few little secrets for understand how the mechanics of the mapping works, and he got it very well. He also got it that is a problem because he likes to take photography from the sky, but yes, it's kind of a problem, because what we are really needful in this process is the ground, and the objective should be like a little bit pointing to the ground, just a little bit, not that much. That's just a recommendation that actually works very much. Hello, Arhixa. Hello, brother. Mark Decinu. How are you doing today? It's afternoon.
Yeah, Alehias. All good, thank you. Yeah, I've had a good day. I was just finishing a little bit of dinner in between calls, so I've literally had back-to-back meetings. But good to be here, and lovely to hear your voice and see some new faces, some Xenu faces. Yeah, all good, all good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the talk. And I have a beer just delivered to me from my lovely partner Tracy, so can't be bad.
Oh, I'm so jealous, bro. I'm drinking mate, man, because I had to last longer, like 3 more hours. If I start drinking beer now, I won't last for the Spanish speaker space then. uh, Thank you so much for coming. Anyway, Arhex, I know you are very very busy, but maybe you will have a lovely experience to share with us. How are you doing, brother, today?
I'm doing great. We just finished uploading 100 maps from today. Going again tomorrow. Things are going great.
Wow, 100 maps, man. That's a power mapper.
How's the new phone, brother? How's the new phone?
Yeah, so do a recap. If it doesn't annoy you. Do you hear me when I tap here? Do you hear?
Yes, when you tap, yes. But when you're speaking, is everything okay?
Okay. So yeah, about the OnePlus 12, because it was supposed to be a very good phone, $1,000. I was in conversation with for 30 days with them. They finally exchanged. Same problem. Imagine that the OnePlus 12 after 40 days received the second one, and the second one didn't work. I said, "Come on, guys, I can't do it anymore. It's just a nightmare." So complained, an official complaint, and they finally accepted the refund. I sent it yesterday, and once they said it was going to be refunded, I just bought the Samsung S24 Ultra, and now it's working really great. So yeah, don't buy a OnePlus 12 if you want to have AR. I mean, it's stupid, right? For such an expensive phone to not have AR, but now everything is okay. It just doesn't charge as fast, because that's what I wanted, to a phone to charge very fast. With the OnePlus 11, it was already fast charging, 100 watts or 75, I don't remember. When you're a power mapper, when you're mapping a lot, you want your phone to be charged. You don't want to get be out of battery. So yeah, it's really great. So, but it's not a big deal if I stay charged, if I stay connected to a charger, but battery slightly down. Even if I'm not charging, it goes 1% down per map. So it's okay. It's very okay. I don't have any problem with that. I can go along with it. So, and the results are really great.
Yes. The Samsung Ultra versions. That I have the 23, you have 24, and I know like the pictures are surrealist. Like the people, when I send the link to people that doesn't understand absolutely nothing, like all this is bananas for them. They don't know nothing. So they send the link for first time, and they're saying me like, you can smell the tree. Oh, bro, when you can trigger that on a person that doesn't understand nothing about this, so through a picture, you're triggering a smelling memory, bro. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just discovering all the little things you can do with it. So many things, so many tutorials that I still have to watch. It's little details, little software thing. It's little programs, but it's gonna be repaid very, very fast with the mapping at the rate we are mapping right now. Even with just the clovers, like we had like maybe 3 days of mapping already, 3-4 days. We are already at maybe something like $200 worth of OVR.
Well, bro, I'm a Cloverleaf mapper, so yes, honestly. But like, by the way, like the first, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months, my rewards, my normal rewards were only 200 OVR, So that means like I did only 10 maps, maybe rewarded. All the other maps were only clover leaves. So I was mapping clover leaves like crazy, bro. Like more than 2,000. More than 2,000 of my maps are clover leaf only.
But if you think about it, like one day of mapping, and I had like just myself, not strawberry cake, $60. So imagine if you have the 5 times reward, you can have like something like $250, $240 if you just a little bit lucky, and you map a lot. If you map a lot and you are a little bit lucky, you can get something like $250 on a day. So the thing is, we were thinking about we had two possibilities. We either go to places where people bought, so guaranteed reward, direct reward, and we pay for hotel room, during the vacations, during the high season. It's not a good idea. So we were thinking maybe just clover maps and getting back home, so we don't have to pay for hotel. So it's very, very profitable, especially if you hold a little, not financial advice, if you hold a OVR in your wallet. Maybe I would say, I'm going to try to figure out how much OVR you need to keep in your wallet, so your multiplicator, so your this counter goes up very, very fast. How much you need to keep to be profitable? Because if you think about it, if you keep maybe $300 of OVR for 15 days, maybe it's going to be way more profitable than just withdrawing it.
Yes,
So
it's very weird, the mechanic, because we actually, to be honest, we don't know how the mechanic work. Like we know tiny. Actually, I have a huge book there. When I claim it, for example, I have a huge book that I have reported already. There is no, we have a Mia, like the whole team is in holidays right now. So to be honest, yes, we can elaborate a lot of strategy, but the mechanic, the real mechanic, we don't know how it actually works, and then how it can book also. So it's very hard to make some strategy sometimes, because I was doing that kind of strategy. For example, I was saying a guy for don't open your extra rewards until you reach the 5x booster. So then you open your extra rewards that could be with the 5x booster, but it's not. Your extra rewards are linked on the time that you made the map and the X booster you have on that time. So the mechanic is totally in another way. So then, yes, I was saying something to that guy that doesn't work at the end, because doesn't matter if you save it or not, because it's just on the, it is what it is, kind of. So, well, there is a few strategies that, yes, I was kind of like you elaborating, and then yes, I don't want
that's what
to
we did. That's what we did in Paris,
yes.
actually. So we mapped a lot, but there's also human psychology over the fact that we didn't know if the times 3 reward was going to continue for a long time. So we expected everyone to dump their token at the end of the month of the times 3 reward. So what we did, we had something like maybe 10,000. We had 10,000 to withdraw, 10,000 OVR. And at the time, it was maybe 25 cents, 30 cents, anywhere between 25 and 30 cents. So we withdrew a lot, and we didn't care about having less reward because of the hidden rewards, because we had way more to lose if everyone dumped when you had so much OVR. But now I think the price is stabilizing because the time to reward is forever. So what I would, I mean, it's not financial advice again, like do all the direct rewards that you can that are around you, and if you are dedicated to mapping, keep a certain amount in your wallet. I mean, I'm not wrong, right? If you withdraw, your counter go to 0. But if you keep, you tell me if I'm wrong. If you keep some in your wallet, it starts again, but it starts going up again
No,
if you keep
no.
some, right?
It only goes with the only gas of the booster is that you maps rewarded lands. Whatever you keep there doesn't mean nothing, because could be from extra rewards. You know.
No, what I mean is, imagine you have
I know what
5,000
you were
OVR.
saying. I know what you were saying. I'm totally agree with your idea, but it's something that we don't know because there's a mechanic that maybe I don't know if it works actually. And in the
Okay,
way,
I'm gonna try it out.
yes, you can try it totally. But in the way how it works, in the mechanics they have, I'm saying to you, the only way is mapping rewarded lands, not holding nothing. Holding actually
So,
does that what you are mapping rewarded lands. As much you map, like maybe if you do 1 weekend in a very high spot like I did in UK, that goes very fast. That goes
so
bananas fast. But
So,
if
so
not, no.
let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase it.
Yeah.
If I have 5,000 OVR in my wallet and I withdraw 3,000, the counter will go to 1, but it will not go up with the 2,000 when I left.
No, it will not move until you don't go to map one land that is rewarded, and on that rewarded OVR that is giving that land, that is the gas that is making it going like a gas station, going up.
Okay.
So whatever you hold is not making it work. That's what I'm saying. I totally understand your idea. Should be work like that, but it's not. I know what you mean. I would like to ask them,
Okay.
like, how much OVR we have to put. We could do the opposite, like we could offer to them how much OVR I had to put on my account to get instantly 5x booster. I pay for that. Why not? If it's just staking OVR and it's a mechanic of staking, so why not? But it's not, bro. Like I would love to be like that, but I guess the only way is what they're telling you. Like the only gas is just mapping more and more, and as more you map rewarded lands, more easy and faster goes. That's the difference I see, because right now I have, let's say, average of my rewarded lands here in Ireland. I have less than 10% of all my maps are rewarded lands. So my booster is going very slowly. But the day when I was coming back from UK, claiming and having all the maps from UK, that it was a big chunk of maps that it was with a very high reward, the thing went to 0 to 0.5 in hours. So it's very fast. So it's
Okay,
just
then
that.
I have
So
another idea.
you have to really map rewarded, like big rewarded lands. That's the thing. So then it go fast to 5x. We have to do this kind of chats because that's the only way to develop mechanics and gaming strategy with this, because it's a game, bro. Right now, I'm telling you, I'm doing what we talk about to open the extra rewards. I'm doing it on YouTube right now here. So while we are doing this. So because that's interesting, because the mechanic of extra reward right now is not very polite. Like we have to open 10 and close the tab, reopen it again. It's very unpolite till today days. So well, we do what we can, bro. Like like if you're looking in my YouTube channel, you're looking like I almost reaching the 1,500 reward, like I don't know how many times, like how much frustration is like spinning that wheel. And what is the story, that they put a survey to take the wheel or keep the wheel, and 50% of the people put that to keep it. I don't know why. Who did you put to keep it, bro? brother, did you put to keep the wheel? I would like to know who is the one who put yes, bro, because I want I want to know who is that smart person that did say yeah, bro. Like 50% of the survey went to yes. I don't know where are they, bro.
I would just like to jump in there actually, because I actually thought, do you know what, this wheel is doing my head in. And then they obviously brought that little tab at the bottom that allows you to super track it, to basically get the result quicker, which is fine, absolutely fine. But actually, I have to throw out some flowers to Strawberry and to Brother, because they then started recording that action of spinning the wheel, which actually from a content creation perspective, I posted on X today, literally, a back-to-back win that I did yesterday. So I watched what those guys were doing and thought, do you know what? I might as well just do a few, and if it doesn't come through, I can always edit the video out or just delete the video. So I think the gamification thing is obviously the route that they wanted to go, and actually with some finesse, they could make that really cool. You know, we could have lots of new categories on that wheel, you know, whether it's an Apple Vision Pro or whatever, I don't know. But I think the idea is there. I think the execution is a little dated, but that's okay. But yeah, that's what, like you say, Alehias, it's about us having these conversations. Hopefully they will filter through. If they don't, we work with what they've got. I also think as well, just very quickly, it's important to highlight to the new users of the app that, you know, now is a really good time to go out and map those lands. And there's a few mistakes that I made as a landowner. So I've got quite a few hexes, not thousands, but certainly a few hundred. And actually, when the Map to Earn program came out, I thought, oh my god, I need desperately to go out and map my own lands, because I won't be able to have the rights for the augmented reality stuff, and I need to act quickly, and obviously they were quite local, so that was easy for me to do. But in hindsight, really what I should have done is just map them, because obviously the way that the maps are being created, the more an area gets mapped, they will sequentially be numbered accordingly. So if I go to a hex and map it and sell it back to Over, and then Alehias goes there, it will be number 2, number 3, and obviously that will follow through. So the owner of that hex will then have the option, buyer's market, quality market, however you want to put it, to be able to look at the variety of maps if they're halfway across the world and go, I'm going to buy number 5 because number 5 is the clearest, it's the most articulate, it's the one that does the assets that, you know, it basically ticks all the boxes for me. So I think that's important to do. But going back to my point of getting out there now, while the coin is relatively low, I think, you know, Brother alluded to the point earlier that, you know, it was around 25 cents. This time last year, it was up to like 60 cents. And actually, the residual value you would get from mapping those hexes, obviously, as things are, you know, looked at and worked out from an analytical perspective, the cash price, the OVR token for those particular lands was a lot lower. So now's a really good time to go out to build up that OVR count, because obviously as the coin rises, then obviously the value of that pot will go up. I've been looking literally over the last couple of days and trying to get another trip to London, Alehias, because, you know, some of the hexes, majority of the hexes that we were mapping a few weeks ago were over 20 OVR now. Today they've gone down to 18.74. Still a brilliant price when you consider there's a couple of hundred to go at. But yeah, it's definitely just, you know, it is a game, it is a strategy. We all have to understand what works for us independently, but we also need to, as with this room and this space, share good practice and kind of hack our way around a system that works for everybody, that works for the community as well as for Over. Because obviously, if anyone listened to the interview with Frank Barrow, I think his name is, that was put out on YouTube yesterday. You know, that's a big part of their game, to understand and to be first to market and try and capture as many of these maps, good quality maps, as they can, because they also appreciate the value that has to the open market. People want to be buying that Gaussian splatting data and targeting their own customers, and they're putting their own use cases into it as they go. So, yeah, I think it's just important to kind of highlight that to a few of the new people that are obviously in the space. So that's it. That's all I want to say. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Hexa. You are touching too many points of the most important parts of this. Yes, to be honest, that's why I stopped to make 300 pictures maps, and I started to make 1,000 picture maps. All of my maps are in 1,000 pictures, and you know, like you go there and you can feel them, like it's ultra HD, you know, like it's surrealist, bro, like very good. If you go to the botanic garden here in Dublin, bro, I wipe the whole botanic garden, bro. That's the story I wanted to say today. That's the cherry of the cake, because the story I got to in that, oh, bro, like I had to stay quiet a little bit. I want to try if Carmen can jump in, and Hexa dice, and the mapping king Maor also. I thrown a few mics here to jump in here and this conversation, because I also wanted to. Yes, tell me. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just wanted to say before, obviously, you know, the other guys jump up, which would be lovely to hear from everybody again. But actually, what you're doing there, whether or not you're selling the maps to over, or you're keeping them yourselves, by just doing those extra few hundred pictures, right? I mean, we all know how long it takes. It doesn't take a great amount of time to collect another couple of hundred pictures. It's literally a few more rotations and just making sure that your camera's aligned accordingly. But actually, what you're doing there, you're investing in the product. And that is what we need to be doing at this stage, because what they don't want, you know, going back to my point a few moments ago about the data and how value those visual assets are from a commodity perspective, they don't want poor data. They want high quality, the best quality that we can give them. That will come back in the long term, and it's a compound effect, right? You do your bits, you put a couple of extra pictures in, I do the same, everyone else in the space does the same. The quality of the content will just be increased, and that will make a massive difference to the traction of over, but also our time and financial investment, which is certainly very worth thinking about, you know.
Yes, I totally agree. We was talking about this behind the scenes also. That's the thing I talked to you, like that. I felt that you are mapping with more enthusiasm, that you feel more free to do it, and also I asked you about if it was maybe the T-shirt or something else, but it's all these feelings, all these things that we are sharing right now, having these Twitter Spaces and everything like this. So it's all these things together helping us to reach that point that what we are doing, like, is fantastic. That because we are enjoying more what we are doing. It's not just doing it. We are really truly enjoying it more, way more, bro. I like to walk a little bit more and take more my time to do all. Yes. Was very nice also to see the video. Last night when they have this interview. So what fantastic, to be honest. Hello, Carmen. How are you doing today?
Hey, hi Alehias, hi everyone. It's good that you're having these spaces, and I love seeing Matt Orr, Strawberry, and where's Brover? Oh yeah, and Brover here. You know that they've joined the community of mappers, like the content creators. So I just love that we get to know who Strawberry is, and I love seeing everyone's maps.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kindness and your love here always. I was also watching all the maps of all the guys, yes, all this week, and I was looking. They're improving a lot. Most of them, they are doing what I recommend to do, the video edition, to putting the scale to 0, and then, well, everyone can realize and see the results that go a little bit better. And we have the vivid example here. I want to give the mic to Mark Desino and to introduce himself, because he's the first time to speak here. and well, maybe to tell us his story from yesterday. Last night we was having a conversation, a very interesting conversation. He was in a problem, so we was solving a problem and then making a long talk about all these things. And well, we will nice to know about him because he become a power mapper since realized that I made a move from buying a bunch of sinus. So then, well, will be really very lovely to listen him. Please, Mark, welcome to my space.
Thank you, Elias. Thanks for giving me a mic. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day. Yeah, so you buying those Xenos really clicked. I seen the value of mapping instantly. So, I basically just took to it like a duck in water. I threw myself right on in. My first map excursion was to Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay. And, it's an amusement park, so there's just a lot of people around. So, I wanted to see, what it was about with people and everything. So, first go around, I found out I need to slow down because, I was just trying to get out of people's way. So, then I learned how to, just pause for a minute, let people pass and keep on trucking. So then I decided to start mapping the beach. And, I take a lot of pics of the beach anyway. So, I'm always trying to get a good horizon view. I want a really good pic of sunsets, sunrises, and, the clouds and everything. So, my default is, pick up the phone as much as I can in order to get the horizon, which, Alehias, taught me that that's not, the focal point. It's more towards the ground, so, we want to have a good crisp floor and whatever happens to get caught after that, gets caught. So slowing down, tilting my camera, those are very, very good lessons. So I continued mapping. On the fourth day, I bought a gimbal so that way I could keep it more steady. I found that helps out quite a bit as well.
Bravo.
And, I've slowed down so much that I don't even care about the people around me anymore. They've pretty much just moved around me and let me do what I want.
Yes.
I had somebody stop in traffic today just so I could finish out, a hex that was above the curve, over a curve. So, it's a different thing, like watching people just let me do what I want and wave at me like they're being caught on a video or something. So, I had a total of 7 days of mapping. I got in roughly about 69 maps, I think. That gave me a total of 959 over, which, I wanted to, have a base reading. So I wanted in the first week to claim and turn that into nets, because I'm a nets fan right now. And so I started the process of trying to connect my wallet. So it wouldn't connect, and I was having also a connection Wi-Fi issue too. So then I went to my laptop. So that's when things got a little bit weird, and I couldn't find the over that I had earned. So then I got a hold of Alehias. He helped me get onto a new browser, which was more secure. He helped me set up my wallet and connect it better, which, we both had to, toy around with it in order to get it to work. Once that process was over with, he schooled me and taught me and showed me exactly how to convert what I had earned, swap it, bridge it, and within 4 or 5 minutes, I had nuts in my wallet. So that way I could share with the mainnet Z and Xeno community, because as a mob, they are very tight knit, and so I feel that showing that within an 8-hour period you could pick up either almost 25,000 nets, or I could have actually bought a Xeno NFT as well. But I have NFTs, so I just wanted to fill my bag. It was a great experience. Alehias has been a great help. I'm looking forward to doing more Better Crispy maps. Right now I have a Samsung Note that's about 5 years old, and it's only like a 12 megapixel camera. So, I need to update my gear a little bit better, and I think that'll actually help. Plus, all the extra tips that, Alehias has been giving me. But all in all, it's been a great experience. Before I moved to Florida, I left Michigan in April. I was born and raised in Detroit, and then I just got really sick and tired of winters. Plus, I wanted, a better view. I love beaches, and it's hard to be on a beach when, it's sleeting and 24 degrees outside. So I told one of my cousins that when I get out here, that I'm going to start taking pics, and I'm going to start turning those into NFTs. And, honestly, this is the best thing that I could ever happen, because I am literally, that's what I'm doing. However, it's, minting for augmented reality, not just like a regular old flat two-dimensional NFT. So, I'm stoked that I get to actually partake in this, because, when somebody in the future says, oh man, did you see what you could do over here? Did you see how nice and crispy that was? And, oh man, I would never be able to actually go vacation there. So, it was a great experience for me. And then knowing that I helped make that map, I mean, it makes me feel good. And then, in the long run, I get to fill a bag. So I'm really good with that. Once Nets starts to gain popularity, when people find out exactly what it entails, I'm going to go ahead and start stocking in some over, because once this thing catches on as well, I think it'll pop and be worth something pretty valuable in the future. So I do want to thank everybody for letting me share my experience and my mapping. And 1 week down, basically 1 week down, and forever to go.
Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate your voice and your spirit and all the story. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Arhexa, yes.
Thank you. Really nice to meet you, Mark. Well done, mate. And, it is quite daunting when you get out there for the first time, and you do harden up, you do find your game. And actually now, I have struggled even remembering what I've done. I just kind of go, and when you see Alehias in real time, in IRL, and you see the way he works, it's almost like a ballet. I know that sounds really ridiculous, but it's crazy. But, what you've done there, you've just proved to everybody, whether or not you've mapped before or you're new to the process, that I think you have to work out your own gig, right? And I think, I've been very fortunate in my career to work alongside some amazing people. Not everybody I wanted to emulate. I didn't want to always go out and just duplicate what somebody did. I always wanted to put my own spin on the way that I handle myself, or the way I deliver myself, or whatever it is, because that's what makes us personal. And actually, although there are tips and hacks and there's fundamentals in place here, the more that we share about good common practice, whether that is sharing a video or whatever, the better all of our games will become. And I think that's really, really important to say. There was another point that I was thinking about as I was talking, and I've kind of forgotten all about it now. But I think it's that was it. I think the other thing.
No, man, no.
Well, the more maps that you this is again from the how this thing can scale and expedite itself. But you will also be able to then generate referral codes that you can then offer out to your community, which, and I think, me and Alehias speak at numerous lengths about lots of different things. And, the referral program as it is at the moment, it's not broken, it works. But actually, there's so much more potential there. We are very, very early. And I think, You only have to look at the dashboard on Over and see there is, I haven't looked for some time, but there's probably 1,700 mappers in the world. In the world. I mean, you know, the world is a big, big place. And actually to be in and to be able to, you know, have a go, get stuck in, earn some token, harness your skill, and then obviously educate people further down the line. I think that's really, really important. I think that's a great situation to be in. So I think there is something to be said about that. There's a whole education piece here that we can create within the community, and obviously we can pass that on to Over. So, but you know, and again, I do follow you on X, and thank you for your comments as well on some of my stuff. But you know, this cross-pollination is a good thing, because we can all keep an eye and an ear out and make sure that everyone's doing things in the right way and on the right track towards success, which is what we all want.
Thank you so much, Hexa. You make me think about the day making a tango mapping, bro. Digi.
You know what? And you will make a tango mapping if I know you. I just wanted to say that when Mark, it's really so good to hear your voice. And when you were telling us about your story, okay, you guys, I'm not sappy, but I literally had tears in my eyes. The reason why is because you were able to, within a week, under Alehias' inspiration, after him buying the 21, he swept the floor with 21 Zenus just from claiming like 3 months of rewards. Like, that's incredible. And the fact that he can impact a community like that just by, obviously, you know, it's always lead by example. I've always believed about lead by example. And you did that, you took it, and then you went right back and you showed the Zenu community, look, this is what I did, like within, was it a week? Like, and you were able to, like, that's amazing. I'm going to do a disclaimer. I am here as a Over community member. I am here as Alehias' friend and just, you know, part of the community and me, Digital Fam, or DigiNets. I'm not saying this as part of the Over team. Time and time again, and Hexadized is down there, and he probably feels the same. I don't know, I'm not going to speak for Hex, but it behooves me, and yet it elates me how, once again, you see the value of the community and how the community and people really take projects far. People take projects with their passion to places. And if you weren't in I forgot whose space it was, but I was always telling people that ever since when I used to be a startup consultant way back, I always had the 4 Ps. It had to be people, what type of project did they have passion, and where did they go in terms of places. And if you know sacred geometry or geometry, there's 4 sides, and the 4 sides of a shape is a tetrahedron, which is like the real foundation of, you can look that up. So what I'm trying to say is that I know this is recorded, and sometimes, and I know our Hexa, you're kind of new to Over, like maybe a year or 2 or whatever, and I don't know if you were part of this private Telegram group where 10 times passionate people as Alehias and Maor and Hexadize was there. It was almost like the community or the people were the users, right? And sometimes I wouldn't say company. Sometimes the founders, or I wouldn't say founders. Sometimes the project leaders need to look at and listen to what the users are saying, because they are the users. And it's fantastic how, so you know that Over has rolled out a content creator position. Well, it's not just one position. It's apparently they're just hiring everybody and anybody. First of all, that want to map, and then they found out that people from Africa and India and Malaysia didn't really have areas to map, so that was a no-go. So now they're doing a second wave. So what Alehias is doing, Mark, our Hexa, and Hexadized is, and Brovers. So basically, you guys are the demographic. You guys are already like so into over, you understand the what's it called, like the use case and what you can do with it. So I don't know why. And when I found out, what is it, 3 months ago, or no, last year, Over the Reality actually created a job position for a 3D mapper. I wasn't part of it. It was like, I don't know, early last year or something like that. And I was like, why? Like, why are you, like, even I had a conversation with Alehias. I personally don't understand why Over would reach out to just random people online to say, hey, be a 3D mapper, and not just look towards the community who already know, who are already doing it. And I'm just glad that this is like the best use case example, and it's almost like the community is just doing what needs to be done and what should be done, irregardless of what Over is. And I want to do a shout out to Hexadize, because not only has he been one of the early alpha testers for the mapping and the beta testers of the mapping, but he's actually elevated himself. And he's still included Over the Reality, and now he's gone into other places and spaces, taking Over's technology with him. So I don't know. I'm just gonna say it, Hex. He went through challenges in terms of talking with the Over team. I know. Don't laugh, Alehias. Don't laugh. Mute that.
Sorry.
As a few of us have, but you know what I'm so happy about? I'm happy that Hexadize and whoever else has found their own center and just went ahead and continued to do what they knew they wanted to do, irregardless of any type of support. I'm just gonna say, and like I don't know. I know this is recorded, but I did do a disclaimer. I'm just, I get to say what I want to say just as a community member that's just like sitting and seeing all this transpire. So kudos to Alehias, kudos to our Hexa and Hexadize and Brover. And I have to do a shout out to Strawberry, because do you know, like, I knew that there was a Strawberry person that was leading, that was like a power mapper in was it like a few months ago? And we're like, oh, who is that? But what I love is that there's a female mapper out there. There's a female power mapper, and she's like hella crushing it. And that is, to me, I can't be any more proud of like there's just a representation, like a female representation, and she's just crushing it. Like I love that she is there, and she's taken her cute little dog with her. Like I just love that so much, and I really hope Over sees this and says, wow, that's what we should be doing. That's the kind of content we should be creating. These are the people that we should have reached out to in the beginning. But I don't know. I'm sorry, Diego and Davide. I love you guys so much. If you ever listen to this, you know this, but you also know that I get to speak my mind. And I don't know if you guys will really look at these amazing examples and internalize it in the like internally as a strategy. I really don't know. I love you, Diego and Davide. You know that. But Diego, you always told me to be bossy. You told me, Carmen, be bossy. Say what it is. So I'm saying it. Well, I would say it to you, but I don't know where you guys are. You're sleeping. But I'm just like, and kudos to Mark and Drano and Conrad and Heather and Rose for coming in. And hi, Wilson. Like, I love it. Hexadize, you do you. You don't need anybody to tell you what to do. If you don't get support, then you know what to do. And we talked about this. They'll come running to you. Our Hexa, you know what to do. Alehias, love it. Mark, it's people, man. It's people. It's amazing project, and so does Xenu. You guys are the amazing people with passion. You're taking it to places. So I just hope it just clicks with them. Let's see. Love you guys. Thank you, Alehias, for providing this space.
Love you.
Just so you know, Strawberry Cake is listening. She's cooking, but she's listening, and she says thank you.
Oh, it's
Thank
great. Hi, Strawberry, love you. Love it that you're rapping. Like, love that you're representing women out there. It's amazing, amazing.
Yes, that's truly, truly, truly lovely. Well, I wanted to came back to the title of the podcast today because we're about to finish in 8 minutes. So I want to tell this lovely story while I'm also opening these beautiful extra rewards on YouTube and this gorgeous place. And I was very lucky to have a beautiful weather also. To be honest, I was doing also live streaming on double POV, so I was on YouTube and in Twitch and on Twitter, sorry. So you could see what I was doing and what happened because I have that recorded. So you can go there and listen what I'm telling because it's a lovely story. So Botanic Garden are like magnificent here. I think it's one of the, if it's not the best botanic garden in all Europa. So the place is marvelous. You can imagine. No, you don't need to imagine, bro. I have the whole place already mapped. You can feel it, bro. I send these pictures to people and people say me like, I can smell the trees, man. Like if I can trigger that through pictures, I can trigger memory of smelling to another person. That means that they are making synesthesia and synergy on their brain, bro. Like this is fantastic. So what I was doing is my own, like I was doing my live streaming, and I put a little bit of music. So I like old school music, and was almost the end of the day. Actually, was they closed the garden at 6 p.m. So it was around 5 something, and I was closer to end everything, you know. And a very elder person, like with his double sticks for walking, even like was there walking, trying to go through the place that I was mapping through on the same time. So I was doing my tango and he was trying to go. So I'm very respectful, to be honest, to the people who is in front of me. So I kindly, like not saying nothing, let him pass through, and he kind to let me pass through. So I say, I always take the right if someone is kind with me. I go and do my own. And I was doing my own. I see the interest by this person, obviously. And he approached me in one of the, when I was ending the mapping, and I explained him what I was doing and everything. Like, wasn't very elder person, like 70 years old for sure. I don't know what I was explaining all the thing, because I even take my smart glasses outside, so I show him that I actually have the technology there, bro. Like, I'm not talking BS, you know, like I'm mapping some there, and I can show what I'm talking about straight away, instantly. And this person told me that I am a computing engineer, so I was not talking something that is not interesting for him. Like I'm going with my gimbal. I also have my phone there in my chest. So I'm maybe for him was interesting many things, you know. And also he told me that his hobby is doing diving deep and taking pictures by diving. So that was very interesting to listen about, because he's a person that even cannot move right now, and well, that he have too much passion for photography actually. So, and I told to him that this is my hobby actually, that I'm taking pictures there, like 1,000 pictures around, something like that, and merging them and showing what is the story. And I told to him that in 7 months, from January to July, I did 400.5, and so I'm telling him like I did actually earn money with my hobby. So for him was also a surprise, kind of. So it was very lovely. And for ending the conversation, he tried to give me like a very lovely cherry on the P. So it was very, very good. So he told me that a friend of him that was also a photographer told him like the key of the success is to go to places that other people don't go, see things that other people don't see, and do things that other people don't do. And he told me that in the middle of the botanic garden while I'm I am the only one who is doing this thing in whole Ireland, and also the number one doing it. So I am the one who is going to places that other people is not going, seeing things and doing things that other people don't do, you know. Yes, you can talk.
Wow, that's a great story. You know, it's very true what that man said. You know, it is absolutely very true. You know, you have to push the boundaries a little bit. And I'm just interested, Alehias, whether or not you kept his number, because you just reminded me, myself and Tracy, my partner, we went on this crazy over the reality buying challenge more so than anything, and we were trying to work out who could get the most exotic, the most elaborate, the most daring, the most talkable, you know, whatever hex. And she's trumped me up every time she brings it up in conversation that she bought the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest part of the Earth's oceans. So if you've got his number, maybe we could get involved in getting out, scanning the bottom of the bed of the water. I mean, I don't know if he could do that. That'd be cool. But yeah, it just reminded me. It just made me smile because yeah, it's a fascinating world out there, and you know, I'd like to do more of these spaces where we kind of share some of these stories because. As I say, it's good practice, and it is the stories of every brand that makes the brand. But yeah, I know we're short on time now, so I'll bid you all a fabulous evening, and I'll let you close off, Alehias. But it's been lovely meeting everybody as well. So yeah, great to see some new and more familiar faces.
Oh, you saved me actually because I was crying, bro. Like, you know, this story touched my heart like very deep. So yes, and also yes, I'm very committed with the Sino community too, and we are now opening a space about the Sino community in Spanish. So well, whoever speaks Spanish can join in. So thank you so much, Hexadai, Strawberry, Alex, Rose, Drano, Heather, Conrad, DG, Robert, Arhexa, Mark Tesino, and myself for being here. Thank you, everyone. And let's meet up next week so we can talk a little bit more about over the reality too. Have a good day, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depends where you are. Bye bye. Voy a apagar el micrófono porque el copyright de mierda, ¿sabes? De una. Bueno. No. ¿Qué? Te estoy preguntando dónde está porque normalmente estás con el auto. Para saber si está bien o qué es lo que está pasando por ahí.
No, sobre el auto, ahorita te llamaré por teléfono para tener una conversación, pero ya no estoy en el camión ya.
Hermano.
Decidí dejar eso y venir a mapear 100% y otras cositas para yo estar cerca de la familia. Encontré el balance ya, gracias a Dios.
Ay, hermano, no me cuentes así las cosas. Qué emoción, hermano. Wow, wow. Bueno, lo que quería hacer yo era poder hablar del Discord, pero no tenemos gente nueva acá, entonces no tiene mucho sentido hablar del Discord cuando no hay gente nueva. Lo que sí queda grabado, pero bueno, es lo de menos. Voy a tratar de ver si puedo compartir el espacio para que entre gente que habla y que no entiende y que quiera aprender de cómo hacer esto. Entonces... Voy a hacer eso en 2 segundos, tratando de ver dónde está esta gente que habla español y le interesa aprender.
Sí, estamos pobres hoy. No sé si, hablar, conversar. ¿Cómo te sientes? Aparte de todo, ¿cómo va el sentimiento con lo que está sucediendo con la universidad y el profesor y la trayectoria? O sea, el rumbo que estamos teniendo me tienes tan como seguro y contento de que estamos en una realidad. Oye, y eso, yo tenía años que no me sentía como tan seguro de algo y le doy gracias a Dios que me puse en esta posición y con personas como ustedes. El futuro es brillante, el futuro de nosotros ya yo lo veo cambiando, ya yo me estoy visualizando en ese momento. Por eso te estuve confesando de la ansiedad que sentía, porque es que cada día se convierte más real y cada día estamos más cerca. No, Papa, tell mommy to get it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, Simon. Hey, I'm buying sneakers to the kids. You know, they started school soon, next week. So, I'm on that process right now. Entonces, Alehias, sí, hoy todo está caminando y marchando súper bien. Estoy ingresando personas cada día, están en todos lados y eso me tiene contento. Y más con el mapping. El mapping es algo que va a hacer, que va a cambiar mucho en el sentido de que es una tremenda manera de ingresar más personas y que, como siempre te he dicho, que las personas tengan la facilidad de poder invertir y cambiar su vida.
Oh, estoy abriendo extra rewards y acabo de hitear uno de 95. Y hace un rato también abrí uno de 130, bro. Al lado del de 1500. Qué jugoso. Yo pegar el de 1500 ahora que no tengo el booster por 5. Es una patada en la bola, bro. Es como que ganaría 5000 OVR, bro. Así de golpe. Entonces tengo que subir el booster de nuevo. O sea, claimear sirve, pero tenés que tener algo muy seguro, que es lo que yo hice. Yo claimé un chunk muy grande y por eso pude comprar esta cantidad de Sino, ¿sabes? Pero lo que hizo también Mark de Sino ayer, bro, es perfecto, es excelente. Es como, bro, uff. Lo tuvimos ayer como 4 o 5 horas, bro, hablando.
Tremendo mapeo, es como si tuviera experiencia, me encantan. Por eso porque
Él se quiere dedicar a esto, también.
Sí, yo lo apoyo, 100%.
Todo, así.
100%.
Porque
la misma inspiración de él que recibió de ti, la recibí yo y otros más alrededor mío la tienen. Tenemos que hablar porque quiero llevarlo a otro extremo. Por eso que hablamos hablar por teléfono y yo te voy a explicar cuál es mi visión porque voy a invertir también en colocarme en ciudades específicas. Por ejemplo, el fin de semana voy el viernes para Nueva York y a Nueva York le voy a dar duro el mapeo, ¿entiendes?
Oh,
Y-
te vas a mapear en Nueva York, qué bestia.
Sí, sí. Sí,
Ah. Oh, man, yo quisiera yo estar en Estados Unidos, bro. Yo haría ya live streaming costa a costa, hermano, mapeando todo Estados Unidos, bro. Costa a
sí, el
costa, todos
paso a
los
paso.
estados, bro. Ya era. Oh, bro. Es que
Aquí lo veremos, yo creo que el año que viene nos vamos a juntar todos, vamos a celebrar, vamos a
estoy
alcanzar
visionando también la
cosas.
fiesta que vamos a tener, el festín que nos vamos a dar, hermano, todos juntos.
Sí. Estoy loco por darle un abrazo a Simon y a
Sí,
Gigi, a
hermano.
verlo en persona. Eso viene pronto. Lo que hay que seguir empujando, echándole ganas, unir la fuerza como la estamos uniendo, que está funcionando. Cada día están entrando gente de nombre grande al espacio, están aceptándolo y ya tú ves como los ballenas ya tienen la antenita parada, ¿entiendes? John Charles no es algo, él era aquí de Boston, yo en un momento adecuado voy a tirarle para ver si nos juntamos en persona y conseguir relacionándonos, ¿me entiendes? Que esa es la clave del éxito de las relaciones y no tanto porque relacionarnos, o sea, por relacionarnos, es que están viendo que el movimiento es algo real, ¿me entiendes?
Sí, totalmente. O sea, bueno, por eso también yo he hecho los movimientos que hice yo, porque es que son cosas que se sienten, no sé. Es difícil de explicarlo. Cuando lo sentí, bro. ¿Qué te puedo explicar, bro? Es un sentimiento. Lo ves venir, eso. Es natural. No sé cómo explicarlo. Es escucharlo a Simón todos los días, bro. Todos los días, ¿eh? Todos los días, todos los días, todos los días. Hola Gonzo, ¿cómo estás? GDU, buenas tardes. Bro, no sabía que ibas a empezar a mapear así, tan de golpe, tan bueno, bro. Es que Mark me lo contó cuando me lo estaba contando ayer, estuvimos hablando unas 3 horitas, 4 horitas. Eh, y él lo que quiere es eso, viajar por el mundo. Y qué más bonito que aparte de estar viajando por ahí, estar sacando fotos, es que todo el proceso es lindo, es lo que estamos hablando también en el espacio interior, bro. Es que es como si estuviera bailando ahí en la calle, haciendo un break dance, qué sé yo. Cómo lo quieras interpretar, qué analogía le quieras dar, hermano. No sé. Es que el otro día lo hice de una forma así, claro. Qué loco, bro. Cuando lo describieron hoy todos los otros, sin que lo describa yo, y es lo que yo siento. Por eso pongo, es que es verdad. Y Gonzo tiene la culpa de eso. Él me puso la canción de Pedro Pedro en la cabeza. ¿Sabes cuál canción es? La que te digo. Mira, te voy a poner la canción, bro. Es un meme. Es un meme de un mapache. Por eso yo estoy poniendo todo el tiempo mapaches que mapean, bro. ¿Sabes? ¿Sabes que estoy todo el tiempo poniendo mapaches que mapean? Entonces, ¿de dónde vienen los mapaches que mapean, bro? Es porque, porque el meme es un mapache que hace círculo, va haciendo circulito, bro. ¿Qué cago en la mesa?
Monumenti, la classica straniera con un preambata guida per la città. Pedro, 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 praticamente il meglio di Santa Fe.
Hace unos meses atrás había un meme que era como que nadie entiende qué carajo estás haciendo vos y vos adentro de tu cabeza con el mapache girando y vos haciendo circulito. Y era lo que hice yo, bro. Y de eso empecé a usar el mapache, bro, como el animalito espiritual para el mapeo, bro. Y funciona, a todo el mundo le gusta, bro. Y honestamente también, es como que estamos haciendo unas cosas de ninja, porque a veces te toca. te toca la de que tenés que ponerte a discutir con alguna señora o algún señor que viene medio encripado, que no le gusta lo que estás haciendo. Pero bueno, eso, caso aparte, pasan muchos casos que son muy positivos, como el que conté hoy al final, que fue el señor que me vino y me dijo ese mensaje tan bonito y tan positivo, hermano.
Sí, ese mensaje fue muy poderoso y te está hablando de una
Uf,
persona de experiencia.
sí, 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 sí.
Que por eso que yo le tengo respeto a Simon a otro nivel, porque él no habla simple por hablar, él tiene experiencia en esta vida. Por eso él es tan profundo y tan poderoso. Tú ves, hasta el profesor lo quiere escuchar, todo el mundo. Por eso mi mayor respeto hacia él y todo. Yo escucho hasta el más loco que esté en la calle, pero si me va a pasar un mensaje que me va a impactar mi vida y me va a ayudar con algo, por eso yo no discrimino a nadie ni nada. Yo escucho al que menos sentido no le haga a una persona, y si me lo hizo a mí, para mí es valioso, ¿entiendes?
Sí, 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 sí. Y sí, es verdad. Es verdad que hay veces que le faltan el respeto, pero bueno, supongo que ya se han calmado las aguas igual, de alguna forma.
No, sí, ya
Sí.
tú estás viendo el ánimo
Y es diferente, es como estamos espiritualmente todos nosotros. Pero yo también estaba alterado, bro.
Exacto.
Ya me estoy tomando todo tan calmado. Digo la verdad, qué sé yo. Sí, es lo que estaba diciendo DJ más temprano. Así, yo estoy acá para pushar de mi forma y ya, bro. ¿Me entiendes? No sé, qué sé yo.
Es parte de la vida.
Sí.
No todo el mundo vive debajo de la presión. Y ahí es que vienen las emociones a dislocarse y se van por todos lados. Pero ya cuando las cosas se calmen y vean el progreso, tú verás que todo lo que va a hacer es sonrisa por aquí, sonrisa por allá, todo el mundo contento, abrazándose y ya olvidarse del pasado. De aquí para adelante lo que viene es felicidad. ¿Entiendes? Y yo confío mucho en eso, pero en los tiempos difíciles que los colores tienden a salir de las personas, porque no todo el mundo puede controlar las emociones debajo de la presión, ¿entiendes? Entonces yo en la presión me calmo y veo que todo está funcionando, ¿entiendes?
Yo me estoy tratando de, no, ni siquiera, estoy tratando de buscarme a mí mismo en esos momentos que estoy perdiendo la paciencia, para tratar de preguntarme a mí mismo por qué estoy perdiendo la paciencia en ese momento, ¿me entiendes? Y tratar de sacar el aprendizaje lo más rápido posible, porque si no, estás ahí en modo bucle y te agarra eso otra vez, vas a volver a perder, o sea. El que pierde es el que se saca de quicio, boludo.
Exacto,
Es decir,
exactamente.
no, mi paz interior vale mucho más que cualquier otra cosa. Y entonces, ¿qué voy a estar yo regalándole mi paz interior a otra persona, bro? ¿Verdad?
Exactamente.
Y mantener
¿No?
esa paz interior cuesta mucho, ¿verdad? Porque para estar en esa
Demasiado.
paz interior es lo único que te permite estar en un estado de armonía, de alegría y de felicidad y de bienestar con todos, no solamente contigo. Entonces, ¿qué voy a yo estar malgastando mi tiempo pensando en cosas negativas o pensando cualquier cosa de otra persona cuando yo tengo todavía un montón de cosas de que ocuparme de mí mismo? Entonces, si estoy viendo que algo me está ahí gatillando en ese sentido de que me pone a mí en estado de ansiedad o lo que sea, trato de ver que ah, acá hay algo, acá está pasando algo, vamos a tratar de solucionarlo y ya, ¿entendés? Si no, es al pedo, bro. Entonces, no, yo no tengo tiempo para andar perdiendo el tiempo con mamahuevadas, bro. ¿Sabes? Entonces, ya está. Hay que hacer las cosas que hay que hacer y hay que hacerlas como hay que hacerlas. No hay otra forma. Punto. Y entonces es lo que hay que hacer y hay que disfrutar de todo ese proceso a la vez, bro. Tiene que ser muy bonito. Estamos disfrutando de todos los días al máximo, bro. Sacándole provecho a cada momento, a cada instante. Es así, ese es el sentimiento, bro. te puedes conectar con vos mismo mucho más, entonces puedes estar más tranquilo. Y entonces por eso estás más tranquilo, estás más en paz, y por eso esa paz vale más todavía, bro, porque es como que si algo te saca de esa paz, ahí al toque tenés que estar mirando qué es eso, por qué te está sacando afuera de ese estado de paz, de ese estado de armonía. Porque ese es el estado natural de los seres humanos. Deberíamos estar felices por estar vivos, ¿verdad?
Sí, definitivamente. Este, imagínate que ya en esta comunidad, yo tengo tanto tiempo en ella, eh, es importante porque cada pieza es importante, cada quien es importante, y más los que están en el frente, abriendo espacio diariamente, uno motivando a los demás, entendiendo que si no le ponemos énfasis y no actuamos, si no hacemos esto realidad trabajando, porque va a venir muchos, hay personas nuevas que sí, pues, invirtieron su dinero y se van le va a cambiar su vida, pero los otros que ya tienen tiempo aquí están trabajando para que esto suceda, es un movimiento, ¿me entiendes? Y si trabajamos colectivamente, apoyándonos uno al otro, vamos mira, si lo que está sucediendo es por eso mismo. La escuela la tenemos hoy día gracias como siempre te he dicho, a ANO. Entonces, nació por alguien que estaba en la comunidad. Entonces tenemos que cuidarnos uno al otro. Y si hay un problema, enfrentarlo, conversarlo, porque la comunicación es muy importante. Muchas veces la mente nos dice una cosa y es totalmente diferente a la realidad. Y perdemos relaciones, perdemos amistades, dañamos amistades por lo que la mente te está, tú sabes, poniendo a pensar. Y yo me alegro que las cosas están cogiendo. En el tiempo que tengo aquí, yo nunca me había sentido tan seguro como me siento ahora. O sea, yo digo que esto es un hecho, es una cuestión de tiempo. Y mira, cada día está sorprendiéndonos más y más y más. Y estamos cada día más cerca del éxito. Así que lo estoy viendo ahora.
Bro, esta es la tercera vez consecutiva, hace 3 semanas que vengo ganando 20k de Sinu en el Discord, loco. Y soy yo y Garlic. El gatito Garlic. Qué guaso más hermoso, loco. Garlic. Oh, no me sale. Voy a tener que buscarlo. Carlos. Carlos. Oh, no me sale. Oh, tengo que buscarlo de otra forma. Puta. Anyway. Qué loco, hermano. Gonzo, que estás acá, que son nuevos. Y vos sí usás Discord, bro. Vos deberías, aparte, porque esto es facilito, entras al Discord y haces un par de quests todos los días, te dan cerebritos y con esos cerebritos participas en los sorteos. Y el sorteo es un airdrop de 20k de esa moneda, de Sinu, del Sinu Token. Que un montón, bro. Yo vengo ganando eso hace 3 semanas y es 5.000 cerebros, que es un sorteo barato ese. Hay otro sorteo que es por un Sinu, o sea, por un NFT directamente, que es un montón en realidad. Y para entrar a ese sorteo te pide 10k, o sea que tampoco es tanto. Es re fácil de hacer. Muy, 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 muy fácil de entrar y hacer todo el proceso. Y es muy seguro el Discord que tienen ellos ahí. Entonces, a ver, voy a tratar de buscar un enlace y pegarlo acá. Enlace para compartir. Para compartir. ¿Cómo entrar? Sería mejor que entren ellos por el canal oficial. A ver, déjame ver. Quiero hacerlo bien, no lo quiero hacer mal. Entonces acá debería buscar el canal de Mainnet, sí. Mainnet, sí. Y ellos en su página oficial lleva el Discord. Tiene Discord, sí. O sea que está bien ahí. Entonces lo que voy a hacer es compartir este perfil. al share al nest. ¿Lo puedo? Ah, no, se tiene que poner como un posteo. Ok. Ok. Lo copio acá y lo pego y lo posteo ahí arriba y lo pongo en nest. No hay problema. Todo tranquilo. Hola amigo, buenas tardes. Gonzo, pues ¿no podés hablar o qué? ¿Te picó la lengua el ratón? Eh, eh, eh. Mainnet, sí. Ese es el Twitter oficial de Mainnet, sí. Ese es el Twitter que hay que seguir. Y de ahí puedes entrar al Discord oficial. Bueno, entrando en el Discord oficial, entonces puedes registrar tu cuenta y puedes participar de estos sorteos que estoy haciendo ahora un posteo. Tienes un sorteo mensual y un sorteo semanal. El sorteo semanal siempre es por algunos tokens Sinu y el sorteo mensual es por los NFTs. Los NFTs que están dando valen unos 140 dólares más o menos aproximadamente. Están súper bien. Perdón. Vos, Alex, ¿por qué no entras al Discord? A ver, dame tu opinión más inocente, por favor.
No sé, yo te digo una vez que es por la costumbre. No estoy acostumbrado, tengo que crear el hábito y saber navegar para poder protegerme, ¿entiendes? No tengo la confianza porque nunca he navegado en el disco. Nosotros, mayormente, la mayoría andamos por aquí, por Twitter y Telegram, y ya saltamos de Twitter a Telegram y así sucesivamente. Pero Discord, en realidad no me he acostumbrado. Pero sí quiero ser parte, sí quiero estar participar en los brains y todo eso. Ya que voy a estar más tiempo en la casa, en la computadora, a lo mejor ya ahí sí. Pero yo manejándome en un teléfono, manejando, pendiente a la carretera y a un teléfono, se me hacía difícil. Ahora que va a tener tiempo, voy a poder navegar en la computadora tranquilo, tú sabes, no cometer un error y luego perderlo todo. Y ya ahora que voy a poder navegar en la computadora, entonces sí quiero ser parte de todo esto ahora.
Sí, de una tranquilo, lo que te digo es que es muy seguro, no tenés que conectar ninguna wallet ni nada, así que no perdés nada, en realidad. Lo puedes hacer desde el teléfono también porque es súper facilito, es como un canal de Telegram, pero con un poco más de cosas, más de chicha, y ya. Es muy bonito, bro. Y aparte se comparten muchas cosas ahí en el Discord, te pierdes de cosas, bro. Y es parte de todo el ecosistema, de hecho. Es una parte muy importante del ecosistema, honestamente. Yo creo que...
Sí, eso no estuvo diciendo Brian. El impacto de Disco es grande y el mundo de NFT corre más en Disco que en otras áreas. Entonces, sí, podemos estar haciendo lo mismo dentro del Disco. Pero es simplemente acostumbrarme, crear el hábito y saber navegar dentro de él para yo tener la tranquilidad mental, tú ves.
Sí, te entiendo, bro. Bueno, sí, justamente, lo bonito es que que Brian se ha agarrado y ha hecho un muy buen trabajo. Y bueno, entonces, la verdad, lo que